Hello everyone, welcome to Legal Fiddle. I'm Sukanya Sharma and this video is all about KIIT Law School and what are the pros, what are the cons. As a fourth year law student in KIIT Law School, I think I've reached a point where I can tell you how the college is, and in general even there's very less information about the college on various platforms. There's a lack of detail even if there are some opinions, so I'm here to clear that up, hoping that it will help someone and it will help a student like me, because when I took my admission there was a severe lack of information. There's a gap in the information that was around on the internet, and I could really use some help back then, and even right now I could see the same information gap being there. So I'm just here to sit here and tell you what this is all about. Is it worth it, is it not, etc, etc. So yeah, sit back tight and let's begin. So at first, who am I? I'm Sukanya Sharma. I'm a fourth year law student here in KIIT Law School. My specialization being taxation. Not that it's that important, but yeah. So how's been my journey so far? Personally, I think I came into KIIT with very low expectations, and I initially never wanted to get into law. So I knew what to expect. I obviously did enough research, etc. But at the same time, private university, last minute admission. So yeah, I did not expect a lot, and KIIT really exceeded my expectations. And that is the reason I'm here to give you a balanced perspective. So being very objective with you, how's the faculty in teaching? First of all, when I was in first year, the faculty, the teaching was so good. It was so good that I was actually motivated to come to class, etc. I am an average student, by the way, but still, from my side, I try my best, right? So yeah, it was enough. If I tried my best and I actually attended classes, I cared enough about my academics and mental library, did my background research and studying, I could score extremely well. I was not an average student anymore. So that really, pushed me to do better, and that really helped. Going forward, second year, third year, I over the years I've noticed a decline in the quality of faculties, specifically because a lot of our experienced faculties left the institution for whatever reason, their own personal whatever reason. It could be anything under the sun, right? But yeah, there has been a decline. That's not to say that there are no more good faculties anymore, because there is, and recruitment has been done of extremely good faculties. But so it really depends, right? It depends on the subject, it depends on which year you are, what faculties you are assigned. End of the day though, there's a bottom line, right? How bad is it? I would say, even if you're not resonating with the faculty, even if you cannot really cope with their way of teaching, etc., if you even go back to their cabin or just tell them in the classroom, outside the classroom, call them up, anything, right? They're willing to help. They're willing to help you with materials, they're willing to help you with any doubts that you have. And I think that's a very good bottom line to have for a college, because there are plenty of colleges, law colleges out there, private or government, where the professors are not reachable outside the classroom, which is a problem. So I think that does not exist here in KIIT. Even if it exists, it's one or two faculties out of so many, right? So that does not count at all. And I think that's something very beautiful about KIIT. If you want help and you ask for it, you will receive it, and that's the bottom line. How's the teaching? So for another thing being, a lot of faculties I like, my friends would not like them, right? And that's the case with every other college out there. So I think if you are not again, very good faculties, sometimes you might not resonate with them. I had some of my friends are crazy about some of the faculties, and I cannot understand a thing but with the classes, right? So yeah, it comes down to you trying giving efforts outside the classroom as well. But yeah, the bottom line is you ask for help, you receive it, and I think that's beautiful. So coming back to how are the campus facilities, you're paying a hefty sum, to be very candid with you, and you do get the returns there, because classrooms are air conditioned. You have a very good library with 3 floors. There's a journal section, you can do a research there. There's a borrowing section with honestly a lot of books, any book you would need, right? And there's the study section where you can sit, study, and also use the books there. The best part though, the best part is that if you find that some book that you need and some book that is actually relevant is not present in the library, and you write to the director, you know, like inform the authorities, you immediately make it available. And I think that's the like best thing about any institution. They listen to their students when it comes to academics, right? So I would say campus facilities are great. There's gyms, swimming pools in near the law school. I think the biotech campus, yeah, the biotech campus is sports facility. You can go swimming, you can go to like sports, so like you can go to the gym, you can play like indoors and outdoor sports. There's like pool rooms, snooker, badminton. Like you will lead a like balanced life if you like want to, that is. Coming to the hostel facilities on campus, I used to be a hostler for like 2 years, and me personally, I did not like it. And not just like it, I like got some health issues, and like I had to like transfer out of the hostel, and that was not really like totally the hostel's fault, to be very honest, right? I had some health issues, so like I couldn't cope there, and I like realized I do best like outside the hostel, or like I do best when I live alone, because
I am Batman.
a few points. Firstly, you have to share your room no matter what. You cannot get a single room. So that might work with some people, because like some people really don't mind having roommates. For me, I really don't mind having roommates, but I'm someone who does very well, and someone who's very productive when they're alone also. I need a lot of me time, and I work with my own schedule kind of, so yeah. And obviously when someone else is in your space, you don't want to like disturb them with like your messed up schedule, so yeah. That being one thing. Secondly, the food is good, but it could be better. It definitely could be better, right? So that was another issue. Like sometimes I would not like eat, or sometimes even if I'm eating, the quality wasn't that great, I'd fall sick. But again, that's not the case with everyone, because I have friends who are still at the hostel and they're doing great there, right? So it's very subjective. Borderline, bottom line, it's good, it's livable. You have AC rooms, you have non-AC rooms, you have like up till 4 people sharing one room, right? Those rooms are huge, of course. And then the least is like 2 people sharing, and you have AC facilities and non-AC facilities. That's great. And the hostels even have like water purifiers. You can get like hot and cold water, so like those are not issues at all. And you have induction at the hostel, so every floor will have an induction, and if you want to cook something very like you know, Maggie and all, you can just make it. So that's one good thing, because a lot of hostels, a lot of colleges, they do not have this facility. So yeah, that's worth mentioning. What else? The wardens, the staff, they're great. Rules can sometimes be a little bit, for girls specifically, rules can be a little bit unreasonable, according to me at least. But yeah, that's part of hostel life, because like every single institution has those weird rules, right? Not justifying that, but also it's livable. It's not just livable, it's nice, it's okay. You'll be fine. And if you're someone like me who has like, you know your priorities, you know your non-negotiables, it's good to shift outside, because it helped me immensely. I'm far more productive, I'm doing far better, so it's up to you. Other than that, what else? The campus is beautiful. Like I don't know, aesthetics is a facility, and like we have the main, not the main campus, but the campus is not one single campus without like, that is basically gated, or that has a set boundary, by the way, right? But it's scattered around one specific area, and that's not a bad thing at all, because it's like certain things are far more accessible. You don't have to like walk like a long way to just, you know, get something, etc. But again, you have like the MBA campus, which is like literally the most beautiful here, right? And also like you have, it's very green, and one thing about KIIT is it's very green and helps with the heat of course. And yeah, facilities are good, I won't stall any. Next up, the administrative staff, because let's be real, the teaching staff, not everything, okay? You'll have to get shit done and you'll have to interact with administrative staff. And shout out to Sanjeev sir for the law school, right? He does everything. You just go to him, you go to the office, you tell them like, this is the problem, I need help with this. Be polite, of course, because like those people are working for you, they're helping you, right? Be nice, right? But then it's very helpful. Administrative staff is extremely helpful. Sometimes like they're very homely, right? They're very simple people, so you don't get that excess attitude from them, as long as like you don't get them an attitude, of course, because like respect people and you get respect. But yeah, admin stuff is good. It's very easy to get stuff done. It's very easy to, even if you need like any kind of certificates, any kind of NOCs, bona fide certificates, etc., etc. It's great. They will get it done within like maximum within a day. I had that like instances where I need to go home and like I asked them for it today, and they got it done within like 1 hour or so, just because like I was in a rush, right? So they're also very considerate of the students. Internships and placements. How is the placement set? I would say it could be better, personal opinion, but it's developing. That's another point, right? They would help you with your internships. They will like even if you have like, I don't know, if you're unsure where to intern, if you like any issues with placements, any issues with any kind of courses, extra courses that you're taking, you can approach them, and they do try their best to like help you out. I remember going to them asking for a student exchange program, and back then they did not have it, but after 6 months you could see them roll out like not exchange programs, but like summer school, summer camps, stuff like that for other like countries, etc., with other universities. And I think this year they had an exchange program or something similar to that, right? So they hear the students, they are listening when we speak. That's one great thing. And as for internships and jobs, I would say the placement cell won't be your everything, so you would definitely have to put in your own efforts. And the best way to do it is just in the start years, take their help, because first year, second year, you can easily take their help. Go to DLSAs, go to NGOs, you can go to different like government institutions like the Human Rights Commission, the Women's Commission, Law Commission, right? And with that, create a network, and that network of people will end up helping you with internships and also have good rapport with the seniors. So like you'll have to put in work. They won't like serve you anything on a platter, right? The course structure and curriculum, I would say KIIT is very similar to a lot of other colleges, good colleges in the country, right? I won't compare it to NLUs, but it is comparable, to be very honest with you.
अबे जल्दी बोल, कल सुबह पनवेल निकलना है.
One problem with it being you have very less time during the semester and everything has to be completed within that, so there's always a rush, and certain topics will get highlighted by the faculties because they're important, and certain topics you'll have to study on your own, right? And that is true for every other college, to be very fair with you, right? So you cannot just hold it against like one particular university. That being said, I think they do a very good job of touching upon the important topics, touching upon topics that will actually be relevant when you're practicing or interning under a senior. Practical legal work, you have subjects like clinical subjects once you reach 4th year, which is like for example, drafting and conveyance. So like overall the course structure curriculum remains kind of the same. I can link the structured, again, it's on the website. I'll like link it down below, and which semester what subjects you're getting, that's not relevant here, but I would say they do a pretty good job of like dividing it throughout the semester so that you do understand the core of things, and it's done in a systematic manner, right? It's not unreasonable with like how they're approaching the whole thing. So coming to co-curriculars, right? So the KIIT Law School has a bunch of societies and centers. The centers are for specific study areas, major study areas, for example, constitution, criminal, taxation, etc. And other societies, for example, cultural societies, for debates, for a lot of things, photography, you name it. There's a bunch of societies in there. I think there's alumni relations as well, which is a part of the placement cell's own initiative. But yeah, you have a bunch of things you can participate in. Also, we have the KIIT Students Activity Center, which is basically the central societies, which includes debating, anchoring, cultural, aeronautics, mechanical, which are mostly for the BTech people, but like I do not think they would not discriminate as long as you have the requisite knowledge, to be very honest with you, right? There's Qtopia for quiz, etc. There's a society for like cooking, if that's what you like. So yeah, you have a bunch of interesting stuff going on, despite like not despite, but other than academics, and it really keeps things fresh. We also have NSS like units all over the university, and the law college has its own unit. We have NCC at the center, we have YRC as well. So yeah, if you're someone who's into volunteering, has already previously done that, you can continue. And even if you haven't done it, I honestly think it's worth it, because I am someone who like joined a bunch of societies once I came into law school. I wanted to just like, find out what I like, what I don't, right? And I ended up having a lot of fun. I ended up like learning a lot of new things, gaining a lot of skills, right? So yeah, I would definitely say like get yourself out there if you like are planning to join, etc. But yeah, the college gives you ample opportunities to put yourself out there, right? And if you do, you will end up learning a bunch of stuff, right? A bunch of things, right? And I definitely recommend doing that. So it's not a place where your co-curriculars or your overall personality development would be affected just because you do not have enough opportunities. No, this like KIIT does not suffocate that as long as you are active. So I think that's something great. And library and research resources. So we have at law school, we have access to law journals. We have access to research platforms like Manupatra, SCC, Westlaw, stuff like that, right? And a bunch of journals, to be honest with you. The digital library is great, and also you could just go to the library with the Wi-Fi access. You can easily access these websites, and once you go to internships, they'll give you a remote access so that you can like use your remote access to like basically access your own profiles in SCC, Manupatra, and still continue doing research, because that is something that's extremely important even while you're interning, right? So like that kind of justifies the like hefty fee structure, to be very honest with you, because a lot of government universities, colleges do not give this kind of access. So like depends what like which ones you're comparing it with, obviously, but I think that's a very important point of comparison, and it's something that's a necessity for every law student. Research skills are not something you can negotiate on, and the college makes sure that you can like actually are capable of that, because you're given that opportunity right from the like point that you join, right? We also have ambassadors for SCC and Manupatra, which ensures that you have regular sessions for research, and they teach you how to like use those particular softwares, and they will like any help you need, you can approach them, etc. So that's great as well. Affiliations and recognitions, these things you can look up on its website, to be very honest with you, right? But something worth mentioning is the arbitration center. Recently, the KIIT Center of International Arbitration was recently revived, and they are like trying to make this a hub for arbitration, right? So that would change things. And arbitration is upcoming. It's an upcoming field. It's very like important, and this has the opportunity to actually like teach us a lot of like important skills and give us a little bit of hands-on experience and some idea before we step into the I would say working field, right? Affiliations and recognitions, honestly you can look this up in the website itself. I won't just like repeat something you can find out, but I think something worth mentioning is the KIIT Center for International Arbitration, which is recently revived just a few days back, right? This has a lot of potential to grow, to teach students like practical skills, etc. when it comes to arbitration, क्योंकि काफ़ी नया, like not नया but काफ़ी upcoming field है, and बहुत लोगों को पता नहीं होता after they go into the working sphere, and that's when they learn about it. Then they learn about it from the seniors, etc. So KIIT is actually giving their students this opportunity to actually learn about these things far like before they step into the work arena, basically. So that's great, and this center would basically be a hub for arbitration in Eastern India, etc. So that changes the whole that changes a lot of dynamics, to be honest, right? I think I've covered most of the things that you should be worried about. The crowd is great, etc. You'll meet friends from different backgrounds, etc. So you can just mingle. You should join societies end of the day, just so that you get yourself out there and meet people that match your interest areas, etc. Academics again is great. You'll have to put in efforts, of course, but you'll get all the resources you need. And what else? Administrative staff is great, etc. And honestly, even while taking admission, as long as you badger them, because sometimes these people are so slumped with work, right, that they forget that somebody had called them, and sometimes they cannot pick up the call. But if you call them, if they haven't picked up, just call them again, just once or twice, right, and you will get help. That's the thing. That's the best thing about KIIT, right? People are helpful, people are sweet, as long as you're respectful, honestly, right? So yeah, it is all about KIIT Law School. Let me know if you have more questions that you want answered. Drop them down in the comments. I'll try my best. Honestly, this is coming from someone who wanted help herself at some point, being a first-year lawyer and not having many people who would guide her, and not much information about a lot of colleges out there, right? So should I do it, should I not? So I would say this is just my attempt at helping people, my attempt at helping students who don't want to take admission or just are looking for more information, not just want to take admission, but sometimes you need good comparison metrics, right, just to know what's going on inside the college, right? So yeah, that's my attempt to just make you aware of certain things. If you have more questions, drop them down below and I'll try my best to answer them. If you have anything more you want me to make a video on, let me know, I'll do that, right? Yeah, so that's all. If you like this video, comment and subscribe, and bye-bye.